Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Common Sense Crypto channel. As with you always, this is Rich doing another video today on XRP. So I hope you're all having a wonderful day today, wherever you are in this great, great world. We're going to talk about XRP, but because it's the weekend, we're going to talk about narratives around XRP instead of just the regular news around XRP. So y'all remember this tweet. All I will say is a new day is coming. Nobody will know when or what time, but strap in. Plan accordingly. Do your research. Enjoy the journey. And you see here, XRP just hit $1,000. What are you tweeting? It should be, what are you doing when it hits $1,000? You know, a lot of people said they would do nothing because they know the price is going to go to 10K. But say you hold a lot of XRP, and maybe once it hits $1,000, that's enough for you to get by on, or maybe, till you could retire comfortably off of that money. Maybe you could start a new business venture. Maybe you could get other people out of debt as well at the same time. Everybody has a number, and everyone has a narrative for XRP. You know, ever since I bought my first XRP, I remember back then it was all the talk about, it being a one world currency at some point. I believe it's going to be a trust layer in between two CBDCs and a liquidity provider at the same time. I believe it's going to be a high valued crypto in the future. But think about what you would do once XRP hits $1,000. Break out a calculator, see what your XRP would be worth. Let's say you hold, I don't know, 25K XRP. It goes to $50, netting you 1.250 million before full utilization. Why sell? Let's say you got 8% interest annually. That's 100K a year. If the price appreciates after, you'll get more in the future. That's why I always say, I won't sell. And there's going to be options as far as not selling your XRP in the future. There's going to be ways to earn from it, borrow against it. You know, you got to do what's best for you, what your situation is. You know, honestly, if XRP was to hit $1,000, I don't even know what I would buy because I'm a pretty simple person. You know, there's not many things in life that I really want. I'm happy, I'm content. I go to work on a daily basis. I definitely would stop doing that. But I would maybe go travel a little bit, see the world. That will be considered chump change when XRP hits 589 to $1,000. People who sold at 50 will be sick. Yeah, I said it. $1,000 per XRP, and that's being modest. And I don't care who gets mad. You know, a lot of people get mad when you make a prediction around XRP that it could hit some high numbers. They don't believe it. They don't see what you see. You know, moving all the world's money can't be cheap. It's really not going to move all the world's money, though. It's going to move the bank to bank money. It's going to be a trust layer. It's going to provide liquidity. XLM will also move a lot of money as well. So will XDC. But again, you have to come up with that number that you could live with. You know, always take profit. I tell people that all the time. Take out what your initial investment was at least. This way, you're playing with the house's money. In 2017, we had the 589 crowd, but 99% of the XRP community knew how unrealistic that was. But in 2022, the 10K crowd came along and had to go up the 589 crowd. I hope one day you look back and understand how ridiculous you guys sound. XRP could one day reach $100 max. And that's the way some people think about it. They also base a lot of that on market cap. And some people don't believe the market cap should even apply to XRP. And, you know, I always felt that the banks would put a monetary value on it at some point. If some people think that it's impossible, Bitcoin price reach $1 million one day, it's because they keep money as a reference. But when it happens, Bitcoin will be the reference and money will be worth nothing compared to it. It will be just a useless sheet of paper, a memory of the past. So people always talk about Bitcoin reaching $1 million with no utility. Keep that in mind. They also talk about an alternative society around Bitcoin. They talk about the money being gone and Bitcoin being the only money in existence, which is nonsense. I feel XRP could hit high prices based on the fact that it has a ton of utility behind it. It's going to work with all of the countries of the world at some point. Bitcoin, if anything, it'll disappear with the US dollar. And that's just a matter of time. Once the US dollar falls, I believe it's going to continue falling, crashing out the current financial system because all the facts point in that direction. And we're not going to cash out our XRP into US dollars when the time comes. We'll talk more about that once XRP moons. Wishing I held XRP strongly, but I believe in XLM, so I'll be fine. And again, you should always diversify a little bit. If you really want to buy the cryptocurrencies that are tied to all the world's money, buy the 3Xs. XRP, bank to bank, XLM, person to person, XDC, all the trade money. And that's a great way to diversify at a time like this when everything is still cheap. Fact is, there needs to be a global framework for regulation that all countries can operate with. Only XRP will have clarity, which no other has, not even Bitcoin. That's why the price will reach $10,000. Now, I feel if XRP gets regulatory clarity out of this SEC lawsuit, that's going to be a big game changer for the price of XRP moving forward. I believe short term, easily $10 to $20. You wait a little bit longer, give it a year, let some other things happen around XRP, opening up on-demand liquidity corridors inside the US, things like that. All of a sudden we see $100 XRP and then see where it goes from there. The premise of utility for XRP is to make the messaging and settlement happen instantaneous. So the supposed effect will be that you have a high cash value to transfer enormous amounts of assets instantaneously. We are not in this market to affect the price. It is the banks. And that's what's going to affect the price of XRP, not us retail investors. What we put in and what we buy in XRP, the cash we put in the crypto in general, let's just say that, does not affect the price of XRP. Look at how much XRP whales are moving all the time. You nailed it, 100%. XRP is interesting crypto, as the value is important. Higher the price, it's better for settlements. Market cap doesn't matter. So I want to know your thoughts on that. Do you believe market cap matters when it comes to XRP? When you see its real world use case and its utility, does market cap play any factor in there? Or is it going to get that monetary value like I think it will get at some point from the central banks? My XRP prediction has always been $75 to $250. That's a conservative price for something moving trillions of dollars daily. Hopefully it goes higher. Mark this post. I can't wait to see the comments of the XRP haters in a few years. They'll be crying for not getting in XRP. And I believe anybody who hates XRP right now, absolutely that will never buy XRP, is going to definitely regret it in a few short years. Because I can see it getting to some high numbers. But again, let's be conservative. We know it's going past $10 once the lawsuit ends. So it's going to come down to time after that, how long you can continue holding it. Because all of a sudden, you have this amount of money sitting here. Do you want to cash some of it out along the way? I always feel that initially I'm going to take a nice vacation once XRP hits $10. Then I'm going to hold the rest long term. Maybe never have to sell it in the future. But maybe an emergency comes up and I have to sell a little bit of my XRP to cover that. So I go and I cash out some more. Little things can happen along the way. But for the most part, I always envisioned myself holding most of my XRP and passing it on to my children. That's always been the plan for me. Maybe help some friends out along the way, maybe some family members who didn't believe in XRP, even when I told them to buy it before it's too late. I'll still want to help them if any kind of problems arise. Ripple sells 1.13 billion XRP to ODL customers but buys 1.71 million from retail in the open market in Q2 of 2022. The idea that retail will no longer be able to buy XRP is a possible reality. A conservative price for XRP post settlement is $7 to $10. HODL. Now, a lot of people believe that XRP will dry up in the future. There won't be enough of it to go around, and retail investors won't be able to stack more of it in the future. I don't know if that's going to happen or not, but we're going to have to wait and see how most of this plays out. But I like the narratives around XRP. It makes it interesting to continue holding it because every year a new one seems to arise. There's a gold backed XRP narrative as well because people see the central banks buying up all that gold. Yeah, but they're going to back their digital currency, the country's digital currency, by that gold. But XRP still has to move that value from one CBDC to another. That's why I always felt that there had to be a monetary value for it. But that's just my theory. I see other people saying XRP is going to hit $1 million by the end of this year, which I believe is really ridiculous. And even the buyback, it was fine when it was sitting at 37,500. Okay, maybe it could be a little bit believable. Then they pushed it to like 50K. Now it's up to like 128K. Listen, I'm going to continue holding my own XRP. I'm not signing it over to anyone. I don't suggest you do it either. Let's see what kind of options come in the future as far as being XRP holders. And if there's something that looks good, I'll definitely share it with you on this channel. But it has to be solid. In other words, if there's a passive income opportunity out there, I'm going to check it out thoroughly before I share it with any of you. Because, God, I would never want any of you to lose any amount of your XRP. Let's just put it that way. So with that said, I'm going to wrap up this video. I want to thank you all for watching. I appreciate all of you watching my videos. Hopefully we could cross that finish line together one day and get all those riches that await us with our XRP. Have a wonderful afternoon.